Hello and welcome. I'm Nathan42 and this is the 3D Print and Create magazine drop 5 now, magazine 16. Just going to go through the magazine real quick. This time I'm going to do it in 2 segments, so there's going to be 2 videos, 2 magazines per video, if that makes sense, which I hope it does. So yeah, in here you see we got the different printings that people have made of famous statues, and I think for the tutorial we've got essential moves, so you can see how you use the move tool to draw different things and also move them to different places where you need them. You've also got stacking and duplication, so you can duplicate objects, and that shows you how to do it, and you can do it in a crazy way to make some kind of weird stairs, which is pretty cool. Maybe in the future you could actually make the stairs in your house out of 3D printed materials. Working in scale, so it shows you how to do scales there, and here's the part. Okay, now I'm not going to install this full part because we did this before, and we had to take part of that part off in order to get the arm on. So this episode I will just be putting the one connection in either side, on the same side, so that later on I can add the bar and the slider for that at a later point. So in the design files here you can see we have the small draw unit, which is following on from previously where you had the actual draw part, which is awesome. That's really cool that you can actually build your own drawers and stuff like that from a 3D printer. Over here you got mini castles, so you get the cornerstones, which is also pretty cool. So I suppose that'll come in 3 parts. Oh, and it provides fortification for your catapult in issue 1, so you can make a little game out of that, I suppose, where you build the catapult and then you knock the walls down. Buttons can be used as an actual thing that you use every day, so like on your t-shirts or coats and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool that you can now print your own designs out for that. So if you was a designer or something like that, you could make your own design, get a couple of like 20 or so of them printed out the same day, or in a few hours or so, and it would print the whole thing, and you can just pull them off the pad and use them on your coat and stuff. iPhone case, that's for iPhone 4 and 5. They have actually managed to make it so it's available for both. And then it shows you a little bit here about scaling a bit more, and how to use decimal values in the book, in the program, to make the chair smaller. And that was issue 16, which is awesome. I'll put that over here. I'll go into the folder a bit later on. So next up is issue 17, and I'm just gonna get straight on with it. No stealing my codes, guys, because that's for me to get my my top secret files from. We have Nervous Order. Just random things that people are printing out now, which are pretty cool looking. Basic componentry. I think they touched on making a car before, or making the layout for that car anyway. This time they're actually putting that a bit more into process by kind of, in the steps here you can see they go about bringing that out or extruding it and making it a bit more like a car. And then I suppose it's a truck really. And then at the bottom here you can see they make a truck, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a bit of a primitive truck, but you can always build onto that. Taking care of your joints. So in here they have different parts about joinery, which is pretty cool. Different ways to connect things up. And it also says room for the glue down here, so I suppose they might have some kind of algorithm in order to help you decide how much gap you need between the joints in order to allow for glue and all that kind of stuff. Here is the second bar. Yeah, so up here it shows you how to put it in. I mean, it's pretty straightforward really for these ones compared to what we have been doing. Here's what we've got so far, by the way. I don't know if I show you that yet. It's a little bit dark, I suppose, but yeah, it's okay. Little robot part 1, medieval helmet. Oh, right, yeah. Little robot part 1. This is the little robot. You get the torso and the head, which is pretty cool. I suppose in issues in the future you'll get the arms and the feet, and I suppose you can model the arms to however you see fit. Medieval helmet is not going to be big enough for your actual head, guys. Apologies about that, but you know, maybe in the future you can scale it up with the notes in the previous magazine, or you can use it as a finger helmet and then, like, you know, draw like some kind of eyes on your finger, or print off a little person to put the helmet on. We also have here a pin board alert, so you can put pins into this bit, into the paper on the wall. It looks massive here, but apparently it's about 7.3 centimeters, and then 3 centimeters. So yeah, you can see this. It's a fairly small one actually. Cheesy doorstep. This is a doorstep, and it's made of cheese. Well, not literally, but it's made of, I suppose you can 3D print to cheese in the future, probably, maybe, who knows. How much filament? That much filament. Here's the filaments that they use. It comes on wheels. I believe they're 1 kilo each. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I kind of made out of my idea of. And here we go. In the next one, 18. Your next vector free part is the X-axis linear bearing block, and that is what it's called. So what I will do now is I will get on with the build. I have the 2 bars. They come in little packs like this. Oh, almost. And these little bits here, which kind of screw onto here. Which way? That way. Yeah, that way. So yeah, I'm just going to go in here. Stick a screw on. The screwdrivers that they have are pretty good, but they are no match in magnetic power to the one that I have, unfortunately. Yeah, so we'll stick that through, poke it on and twist, screw that in. See, in the previous episodes, and mainly the first one, when I tried this the first time, I struggled like hell. So if you haven't seen that, you should probably go back and watch that, because it's probably quite funny. Maybe not, who knows. But yeah, I struggled like hell trying to get these screws through the things, mainly because I was using a multi-tool, which is never smart to use for a build like this. Oh no. Well, I dropped that one on the floor, but it's okay because it's poking through the hole. It might actually be easier to use the little screwdrivers for this kind of one because it's a bit closer, but I could thread that in a little bit like that, and then what I'll do is just hold this side and twist. And secured. Okay, so yeah, these two screws are secured. I know where the other screw's gone, and they'll get that between the 2 episodes that I do. Mainly because I don't want to waste too much time now. And this video's gone for nearly 10 minutes. I don't want to make these videos too long, you know. But I will just rush through. Here's the bar, and oh my god. Call it more of a rod, I suppose, because it's really hench. Alright. There's the 2 more placeholders. There's a bag of screws. Now, strip the top off that. Yep, there we go. We'll pull this out onto the desk. You got to be careful with this kind of stuff because you do not want to lose just one of these. I mean, you could probably get replacements at your local hardware store or something like that, but it wouldn't be worth getting a replacement because what am I saying? It would definitely be worth getting a replacement, but you don't want to go and you don't want to do that. You don't want to spend the expense of getting a new one when you don't need to, in theory, because you shouldn't have dropped it in the first place. So yeah, I'll twist that onto there like that. Oh no, it didn't work. If I can kind of just hold that. No, I can't do that. Okay, so we will need to try and twist this a little bit more. It doesn't want to stay. It does. It's fine. Okay. And I can't get the plus in the plus hole. There we go. And that's round. Okay, just one more to do. Nearly there, guys. This is a awkward way of handling it, but yeah, okay, so we'll do this like this, put this like that, twist it until that goes into the hole, and then kind of clamp it and spin like a boss, not even looking. I can't even see that hole, and that's in. Okay, so I don't think there's any give in this one, so that because these ones are just dot ones and the top ones are like lines, so I suppose you can move it further or closer depending on how it needs it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that was this one. We have the 2 rods and the other 2 bits to go on, which I suppose will go on in the next one, so stay tuned for that. I might break this actually down into 3 bits, because the next one's going to be a fair large amount of build, so that could constitute as a full episode, I suppose, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. Follow me on Twitter, that's @Nathan42, and thanks for watching.